Okay, so if you find yourself addicted to the narcissist, you will be going through a whole host of emotions and thoughts that make you feel so uncomfortable, that are intrusive, that intrude on your everyday, all day long perhaps, and it makes your life pretty uncomfortable. You know that the narcissist is not good for you. You know that they are not a good person, yet you still think about them. You still want to know. You might even still be thinking about, have they moved on? Are they with somebody else? Now, all of these behaviors are craving behaviors. Before we go into trying to understand what is going on here, let's think about what the term addiction actually means. So if we liken it to somebody who is addicted to a certain substance, what you do find is there are chemical alterations within the brain, within the body. Your behavior and your thought patterns change. If somebody is addicted to a substance, they feel that they are out of control, that they can't control their thoughts. And all they can think about is getting that high, getting that hit, making themselves feel better. Because at the moment, the way that they are in their reality is not comfortable. They want this substance to make them feel high, to make them feel good. So this is the craving. It literally takes over your life. You know, people who are addicts, suffer from this for years and years, even after their first initial high. And what they're doing is they're chasing that high all the time. They want to feel those feelings of euphoria and of happiness. So their mindset is predisposed to basically look for or try and get that substance. So their lifestyle changes because it becomes all about wanting to get that substance that is going to make them feel good. With the withdrawal that they have is that they cannot concentrate on anything. And this is why they crave that substance. And this is why they feel that they are out of control of their own thoughts and their own behavior, because everything that they're doing is predisposed to basically get this substance. Now, liken this to your relationship with a narcissist. It's exactly the same. When you first meet the narcissist, you are in a euphoric place. It feels good. They're love bombing. They're giving you a lot of attention. They're giving you a lot of validation. So you feel good. This feels good, right? Like, it's amazing. It's the honeymoon stage. Then after around 6 to 10 weeks, they start to withdraw from you. They start to move away, and you don't get those feelings of euphoria as often, or you don't get those feelings, or you don't feel validated because their attention isn't on you. You then start to think, is there possibly something wrong with you? Have you done something? Because you're empathetic, you're compassionate, and you couldn't possibly think why this person would want to move away from you. So you think that it's something that you have done. So you become fixated. You become obsessed with the idea of trying to get back to how it was at the beginning of this relationship with the narcissist. And it literally takes over your life. You can't control your feelings, you can't control your thoughts, and all you can think about is trying to get back to that place where you were at the beginning with the narcissist. The narcissist would withdraw, they would withhold as well. They will withhold intimacy, they might control you with sex, and this is all conditioning you and manipulating you so that you do what the narcissist wants you to do. And even so, even after the relationship, you tend to start thinking about them. Maybe they have mentioned that they have moved on. Maybe what you start to do is do your own research and try and find out, what are they doing? Where have they gone? Why are they with this person? Have they moved on? What are they doing with their life? So you scan social media, trying to find information on them. So again, this literally takes over your life. You don't have control. And it's literally this compulsions, this obsession that constantly you're thinking about. And this is how you become fixated on the narcissist. And you feel like, I know this isn't a good thing to do. Like an addict knows that the substance that they're taking is literally killing them. But you just want to get that information. You want to get that euphoric high. And this is the intensity that the narcissist makes you feel at all times. It's either this way or this way. There's no in between. There's no middle ground. You might even start to feel sick. And by having the narcissist or having that attention from the narcissist, whichever way it is, it makes you feel better because you want it so much. You want that validation, and you want it to either go back to that love bombing stage, or you want them to notice you in some way. So these are the withdrawal symptoms that an addict would probably go through if they're addicted to a substance. Constantly chasing. Depends on working with people. So I hear a lot of this. This is something that's been coming up in my practice quite a bit. So I find that people in narcissistic relationships will always say that they have been preoccupied in some way. They're always preoccupied, always thinking about something. They never feel safe in their own skin. They're always chasing something, always looking for something. It's kind of like, you know, like a drug addict is always preoccupied with wanting to find that next drug wherever they can get it, or that next high. And this is the same with narcissistic relationships. You're always preoccupied. Are they cheating? Why are they looking at that person? Why are they making me feel jealous? You're always on tenterhooks. You're always walking on eggshells. And even after, when you're experiencing this kind of betrayal bond to the narcissist, you're always kind of thinking, well, why have they done this? Why have they said this? They did this, they were cheating on me at that time in their relationship. So all you can think about is why they have done this. You're trying to emotionally process what has happened for you, trying to find answers. The thing is, you'll never find the answer. You will never find the end to this addiction unless you understand what is going on for you. You know what you're doing is making you sick. You know that trying to find the answers, you know, is going to try and compensate this behavior. You know, you're always thinking that, oh, just one more time, I'll just look on that social media. Oh, let's just see how they're feeling today. Oh, I just have a little look here, and maybe I'll just find out. And maybe I'll even call them and see what they're doing. But can you see this drama cycle? It still continues after the ending of the relationship. But also when you're in the relationship, you're constantly preoccupied, trying to find out, trying to understand just what the hell is happening. And this is what is the issue here. This is how you become addicted to the narcissist, how you become addicted to them per se. It's that drama cycle. And the reason why this happens is because these are familiar patterns of interrelating, possibly from your childhood, possibly family patterns. You're always trying to make your parents happy, or you were always trying to make your parents happy. And by making them happy meant that you had to change in some way. You had to predict that what you had to do and how you would make your parents or your parent happy. So this is then mirrored in these types of toxic relationships. Narcissists will always make you feel good at the beginning, but then they will withdraw. And you will always try to find a way to get back to that euphoric feeling, because that is what you're addicted to. So what I'm going to say to you is, how about, instead of giving the narcissist all of that attention, why don't you turn it around on you and validate yourself? You don't need anybody else to be able to give you validation. This is something about you, that you need to be able to do that for you. You are enough. You don't need another person to give you that. This is about that knowing. This is about connection to self. This is how you are going to get past this. This is how it's going to make you feel and make sense to you. I have a Patreon membership, which is all about trying to help you to connect back to yourself, especially when you have gone through trauma, narcissistic relationships, PTSD. Emotional and psychological trauma separate you from who you are. And in this membership, we have a wonderful community, a supportive community. I go live. We talk about these things all the time. You can ask me questions, and I'm constantly releasing worksheets and self-help worksheets and things that you can use to help you to connect to yourself and help you understand that what you are going through is that you can get yourself out of it. This is just patterns from the past. You can get through this, and you will. You're stuck in a trauma, in an emotional and psychological trauma. You have to make yourself aware of this in order to be able to heal from it. The narcissist will make you feel invalidated, and they will make you feel worse. You will feel like you literally are out of control. You will feel like an addict to the narcissist. And I know that's filled with a lot of shame and a lot of guilt, but that is not your label. you can live without the narcissist. It's about trying to get sober. And I know that this is an incredibly difficult journey. And so many people get angry that they go back, and they even go back to the relationship with the narcissist, or they go back to these thinking patterns. And it's normal and it's okay. I just want you to know that it's absolutely okay that this happens, because this is a journey. It's a process. It's going to take time. So you need to do things for you that are going to help you move past this. These are old negative thinking patterns. This is the internal voice that is negative and making you feel bad about yourself, which is not true. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand that you can get through this. This doesn't mean that this is now going to be the rest of your life. That helps you to understand that these patterns, these relational patterns, stem from the past, that this isn't you, but you need to make that conscious effort to basically break free. You're not an addict to the narcissist. You can break free. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a question for me, please do ask me the question and I will answer it in a video format. All the details are in the Wizio link. I use sponsored link by BetterHelp, so please do check out the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.